Today we want to preach on this topic. Back to Bethel is back to fulfillment. Back to Bethel is back to fulfillment. And I read Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. Genesis 35, verse 1. And God said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God, that appeared unto thee when thou fleedest from the face of Esau thy brother. We want to consider something very vital in this message. I'm very sure you know the background of this story, and that is when Jacob went to Syria to work with Laban, his uncle. After he had spent 20 years with him, then God spoke to him. God appeared to Jacob. God told him, it is time for you to go back to Bethel. Before I move on, I think I should just let you know the meaning of Bethel. The meaning of Bethel. Bethel is an Hebrew word, and it actually means the house of God. The house of God. According to Hebrew words, Bethel is two words that are joined together. Beth, El. Beth, El. Beth means house. Beth means house. Then El means God. El means God. So, house of God. Just like we have Bethlehem. Bethlehem. Beth. Lehem. Beth. Lehem. Bethlehem means house of bread. House of bread. House of bread. And so on. So going back to our topic, when God told Jacob to go back to Bethel, it means God was telling him that he should go back to the house of God. This simply means for the past 20 years, Jacob had not been worshiping God. He had not been attending the house of God. He has not been serving God. He has not been performing his duties and responsibilities in the house of God. So it is time for him to return to Bethel, because Syria is an idolatry country. So they don't worship God there. But God wanted Jacob to go back to Bethel so that he will be able to serve God. Now, I say, back to Bethel is back to fulfillment. Let us enter the message. Until the eyes of a person is opened to total fulfillment, he will be complacent at partial fulfillment. Until the eyes of a person is opened to total fulfillment, he will be complacent at partial fulfillment. What is the meaning of that? When Jacob was in Syria, working with Laban. For 14 years, he worked only to get 2 wives. Then, 6 years thereafter, God started blessing him. The blessing Jacob received when he was in Laban, in Syria, working with Laban, was partial fulfillment. If you read the story very well, actually within that 6 years, God blessed him. But when you read further, you will now see that the blessing he got when he was out of God's house was a partial fulfillment. But now, God had something greater for him. The desire of God for him was that Jacob would have total fulfillment and not partial fulfillment. Complacence is not a contentment. It is a tool of total fulfillment. Complacence is not a contentment. It is a thief of total fulfillment.